Aruba, the Caribbean island that never has bad weather. A travel guide by PalapaVibez.com.
There is a small island sitting just 15 miles off the coast of Venezuela that gets almost no rain, never sees a hurricane, and has warm turquoise water 365 days a year.
Most people know the name, but very few know the real story.
Aruba, a 70 square mile slice of Caribbean paradise where the sun shines with almost absurd reliability. The trade winds keep the heat from ever becoming oppressive, and the locals greet strangers with a warmth that feels completely genuine.
In this video, we are covering everything: the beaches, the food, the hidden corners most tourists never find, where to stay, and exactly how to plan your trip. By the end, you will know whether Aruba is the right destination for you. Let's get into it.
Aruba is part of the Kingdom of the Netherlands, which means you get Dutch efficiency layered over Caribbean warmth.
English and Spanish are spoken fluently by nearly everyone on the island. US dollars are accepted everywhere, the electrical outlets are the same as at home, and tap water is completely safe to drink. For American travelers especially, Aruba is one of the most immediately accessible destinations in the entire Caribbean. The capital Oranjestad is painted in yellows, oranges, and reds, a Caribbean interpretation of Amsterdam that somehow fits perfectly under the blazing tropical sun. Step 1. Block away from the waterfront and the city feels genuinely local, with open-air markets and small family restaurants that have been serving the same dishes for generations.
The island divides into two very different coastlines.
The western leeward side is all calm turquoise water and powdery white sand. The eastern windward side is rugged Atlantic coastline with crashing surf and almost no tourists in sight.
You can drive end-to-end in 45 minutes, but the variety packed into that distance is remarkable.
Now, the thing that truly separates Aruba from almost every other Caribbean destination: the weather. Aruba sits completely outside the hurricane belt. While neighboring islands from June through November are watching weather maps and sometimes evacuating tourists, Aruba is doing what it always does: being sunny.
The island receives less than 20 inches of rain per year. Brief showers pass within minutes, usually overnight. Temperatures stay between 80 and 85 degrees Fahrenheit year-round, and the constant trade winds provide natural cooling that makes even the hottest afternoons feel comfortable.
You can book an Aruba trip in August, peak hurricane season everywhere else, with complete confidence.
That level of reliability is genuinely rare, and it is the main reason this island has built such a loyal base of repeat visitors.
Aruba's beaches are consistently ranked among the best in the world, and the rankings are accurate. Eagle Beach is the crown jewel. Wide, powdery white sand, framed by the iconic Divi-Divi trees. Those wind-sculpted trees that lean permanently westward and have become the symbol of the island. Unlike the busier resort area to the north, Eagle Beach has a quieter character. The sand is wider, the hotels are lower-rise, and it never feels overwhelming.
Come early in the morning, and you will have long stretches almost entirely to yourself.
Palm Beach is the island's energy center. The major resort hotels line this stretch. Water sports operators run along the shoreline, and beachfront bars serve tropical cocktails from mid-morning onward. The water is remarkably calm and shallow, making it ideal for families with younger children.
One important fact about every beach on this island: they are all public. Every stretch of sand in Aruba is legally accessible to everyone, regardless of which hotel sits behind it. Towel space is never a problem. Most visitors come for the beaches and never realize that nearly 20% of this island is protected as Arikok National Park, a completely different side of Aruba that most tourists never see. The terrain is arid and dramatic: towering cacti, ancient limestone formations, and rugged coastal cliffs. Inside the park you will find Fontaine Cave, where ancient Aruba rock paintings cover the walls, human art that predates European contact by centuries. The highlight of Arikok is the natural pool, known locally as Conchai, a hidden swimming hole formed by a circle of volcanic rock that protects a calm turquoise pool while Atlantic waves crash just feet away on the other side. Getting there requires a serious hike or a UTV tour. It is worth every step. The California Lighthouse on the island's northwestern tip offers 360-degree views across the entire island. Named after a steamship that sank nearby in 1891, the restored lighthouse lets visitors climb to the top. Time your visit for sunset, the sky turns amber and violet over the water, and the trade winds at the top are strong enough to make you hold the railing.
Aruba's food scene punches well above its weight for an island of 107,000 people. Centuries of Dutch, Spanish, Venezuelan, and African influence have created a culinary identity that is entirely its own. The dish you must try is quesilena, a whole cheese shell stuffed with spiced meat, olives, and raisins.
The origins trace back to the colonial era, and it has been a staple of Aruban cooking ever since. Find it at a local restaurant away from the resort strip, and it will be one of the best things you eat on the trip.
For the most authentic experience, go to Zerover's, a fisherman's wharf in the village of Savanetta, where you pick your fish from the day's catch. It gets deep fried to golden perfection and served on paper with a view of the working harbor.
Locals and tourists pack the picnic tables side by side. There is no polished tourist infrastructure here. That is the whole point.
Barefoot Restaurant on Eagle Beach offers tables set directly in the sand with pan-seared seafood and a front-row sunset view. Papiamento Restaurant occupies a 200-year-old Kunuku house with candlelit garden dining and European Caribbean fusion that makes it one of the most romantic dinners on the island.
Aruba's accommodation divides between the high-rise resort strip along Palm Beach and the quieter low-rise properties near Eagle Beach.
The Ritz-Carlton Aruba commands prime Palm Beach real estate with a casino, a world-class pool complex, and floor-to-ceiling ocean views.
It is the obvious choice for travelers who want every amenity within arm's reach. The Cutie and Tara Beach Resort on Eagle Beach is an adults-only carbon-neutral sanctuary that has earned virtually every sustainability award in the industry.
Just over 100 rooms, an organic restaurant, and genuine luxury without compromise. Consistently rated one of the best resorts in the entire Caribbean.
Budget-conscious travelers should look at Boardwalk Boutique Hotel, casita-style cottages near Palm Beach with kitchen facilities that let you save significantly on meals.
And the Renaissance Aruba Resort in Oranjestad offers something no other property can match: access to a private island with actual flamingos walking the beach freely.
Queen Beatrix International Airport sits on the southern coast, just 15 to 25 minutes from every major hotel zone.
Direct flights connect from Miami in about 2.5 hours, from New York in roughly 4.5 hours, and from Atlanta, Charlotte, and Houston on various carriers. US, Canadian, and EU passport holders need no visa for stays up to 30 days. Fill out the ED card online before arrival to speed through immigration.
Renting a car is strongly recommended if you plan to explore beyond the resort strip. Roads are excellent, signage is clear, and you drive on the right. The island is small enough that you will never feel lost for long.
A few things that will genuinely improve your experience. Sun protection is not optional. The trade winds create a deceptive cooling effect that masks how intense the equatorial sun actually is. Apply reef-safe SPF 50 or higher every 2 hours and hydrate far more than you think you need to.
The best time to visit is year-round, but April through August offers the sweet spot of slightly lower hotel rates and thinner crowds while keeping the same perfect weather.
For length of stay, 5 to 7 days is ideal. That gives you time for the beaches, Arikok National Park, the natural pool, the food scene, and a sunset cruise without feeling rushed.
Daily budget. Expect $150 to $350 per person per day, depending on accommodation. Eating local instead of resort restaurants saves significant money and delivers a better experience.
One more thing before you go, learn 2 words. Bon dia means good morning. Masha Donkey means thank you. Using either one earns a genuine smile from locals every single time.
Aruba calls itself the One Happy Island. It is a marketing line, but it is also just accurate.
There is something here that is hard to define, but impossible to miss when you arrive. A genuine contentment that exists in the place itself, not just in the brochures. The tourism industry has not eroded the local culture the way it has on other popular Caribbean destinations. People here are proud of their island and genuinely willing to share it.
Whether you come for the beaches, the food, the adventure of the natural pool, or simply for the guarantee of perfect weather every single day, Aruba delivers. Consistently. That is rarer than it sounds. When you're ready to plan your trip, search flights and hotels at PalapaVibez.com. We built it to help travelers find the best deals on destinations exactly like this one.
If this video helped you, like, subscribe, and follow for more travel guides every week. And drop a comment below. Have you been to Aruba before, or is it on your travel list? We read every single comment, and we would love to know where you are dreaming of going next.